damage board, and now he has to move here. The pressure is on. We already saw Agers clutch up a win yesterday. Can he do something big? But no! He falls outside the top 20. Placement points were rewarded, and Threats and Bugha have a chance now.
This
no
is
eliminations,
history. This is history, Grand Royale. Second place going into Game 10, 46 points down. With Khanada and Agers out, they probably already secured their global championship spot, but that's not what they came for. They claimed for Kanada's first FNCS championship. And it's now up to Yamzo and Rise, Bugha and Threats to see if he's gonna get it.
And anything can still happen right now. You can see this is not an easy rotate. There are so many players on top of one another. We're in the Mud Valley here. It's gonna be difficult. Bugha is down. Threats, all pressure is on you. How badly do you want your FNCS championship title? You're gonna have to work for it right now. A huge tag coming in from behind right now. Yes, he's earning placement points, but he needs elims. We're not sure.
Rise gets
gonna
two.
be enough.
Rise gets two. Rise and Yamzo, they have this in the game right now. They still have a mountain to climb, let me tell you. There's still points they need to pick up. I feel like it's almost needed to get a victory royale here if they're looking to take first.
Yamzo was willing to put it all on the line for the medkit play right there, so he's absolutely ready to put any tactic into place. He puts that defensive wall down here. He is out of material. They're going to have to find a refresh and work together right now. 2 builds left. Rise has nothing. They need a refresh here. He's looking for it. That's an opportunity. Baka slips away, and Bugha, Batman Bugha falls there. Another one's in front of him. Bila doesn't have much to work with.
These are big eliminations. They need these to continue to find out the leaderboard.
Cold right under them. They get inside the box. It's all or nothing. Rise is inside there. Cold hurt.
No.
Acorn's on the run here. This is it. Yamzo and Rise are absolutely mashing their way up the standings here. They're working their way through. Big tag here, and he's still going.
That's another elimination, but he doesn't get the siphon. Yamzo goes down. Rise, 20 HP and a dream.
Oh my
he needs
God.
the siphon. He gets flanked. He goes down as well. What are we witnessing here at the end game?
Absolutely incredible game right there for all of our top 3 competitors. And now we're going to have to leave it to the standings, leave it to the math here, because everyone fell so close to one another. 20, 30-point differences. This is going to be a ridiculous run for the crown at the end of the day. Muzz and Paper go down outside the top 10, or inside the top 5 here.
I prayed for a game to end just like this. I didn't know it was going to be this good. As Bert, he still has a little bit left into the tank. Bryce and Chubbs, they're one of the only teams at the top of the leaderboard left in this game. Even they have a chance to try to take home that first place, and another elimination is going to be cleaned up. They get themselves into the top 3. This is history in the making.
This is their run right now for the FNCS Global Championship position here. They're fighting their way through. There's just 2 players down low. It's Chris and Mud here. It's a 2-on-2. It's a head-to-head, but they have all the advantage here. There it is. It's going to come down to the zip line. Shotguns have to come out. They can't farm that. Chubbs can't break that. He's just thinking to himself, what can we do here? Gets up on the builds. There's a great tag. And already Bryce is in the mix here, looking to hunt him down. They want to play nice and safe, though. They go on up, and they're working with one another, keeping it nice and textbook here. No need to do anything extra. Bryce and Charles take home the last game.
That is just huge, because even they have a chance, a small chance at that, but a chance to take that first place finish at the end of the day. But we saw Khanada and Agers go down early. Bugha and Threats, they got tossed out of the lobby, and with their backs against the wall, Rise and Yamzo also fell before any major points were granted, so it's anybody's game.
But did they do enough? We'll have to find out. These last engagements here from Bryce and Charles were still very celebration worthy. We're talking tens and tens of thousands of dollars on the line here, of course, for the plays that were made right now. And of course, taking home the big win and adding it to the reel. There you have it. Bryce and Chubbs take game 12 here of the FNCS Grand Finals.
Yeah, I've been casting 12 games so far throughout 2 days. I'm not going to take too long, because just like you guys, I want to know who won Major 3. Zeke, let us know.
Okay. Hi. Okay. If you just tuned in and you, first off, I hope you have an amazing day. If you just tuned in, NA came down to the wire. This was a photo finish. okay? Khanada and Agers, they had this amazing lead coming into day 2, and then it was just back and forth. Big lead, small lead, big lead, small lead. Bugha threats right behind Iamzo, Rise clawing their way up. And it's the 3 duos alive in that game, bringing us down to these final few moments.
Listen, I know everyone wants to see the winner, so I'm going to keep it short. I feel privileged to watch this game. It was absolutely incredible. Thank you to the players for giving it to us.
I'll say it, FNCS might have a career in the postal business because it always delivers.
Thank you, Vivid. It is time. We know, without a shadow of a doubt, your winners for the FNCS Grand Finals in Major number 3 here in North America are Agers and Kanata. He's pulled it off. The duo come together and they make the impossible happen. This was their major, and for the first time, Khanada and Agers will hold that axe of champions high.
I always say half of esports is the story, and what a long odyssey it has been for Khanada, being so close every time, and then finally, in the last major of Chapter 4, clutching it out in the final moments. Vivid, I'm lost for words right now.
The absolute uprising of Khanada throughout his career, came into the scene, was one of the most mechanical players ever. He still is, but he was tired of listening to other people. He wanted to become an IGL, and he has gotten better at that every single season, making adaptations between weekly finals. Even we heard him talk about it between weeks 1 and number 2. And oh my gosh, I don't know what kind of work they are putting in, but it works so well for this duo, and my eyes are going to be glued on social media looking for that reaction.
We saw that momentum starting off in week 1, getting in the top 10, but not exactly what they wanted, and then going all the way into week 3, getting that first place spot, and then transitioning that into one of the most incredible day 1 and day 2 competitions we've ever seen. You guys deserve it, and I have to harp on what Vivid just said here. Yes, let's see that reaction.
I'm sure it's loud, and there's a lot of hand movements going on and everything like that.
Absolutely. Khanada, you know, we've been talking to Khanada for majors now, right? Literally seeing them develop, improve, take these strategies, come on this broadcast and tell us, look, these are the mistakes we're making. We've made things we want to improve upon. And now, in Major 3, they will not only hold the Axe of Champions high, but in many ways, they will go into global championships as like a #1 seed, right? To say, look, we are the ones that hold this Axe of Champions. You need to fear us.
They're also going to be holding some few $100,000 in their pocket, too.
What a roller coaster it has been. Friday came around. There was speculation that they were going to be contested. Game number 1 happened. They weren't contested. All of a sudden, I'm sure there was a big smile on their face. Shout out to Khanada and Agers.
A phenomenal set of games here from North America. Now, I know your next question is, well, what about Iamzo and Rise? What about Bugha and Threats? Which one of them took that number 2 spot? Because remember, there's a difference in prize money. Yes, both duos are going to globals, but there's a difference in the prize money. Let's take a look at our final set of standings here to see which duos ended the day in our top 10. It is Bugha and Threats that will hold on to that number 2 spot. And for Bugha and Threats, I love this. It's not a win, but still, Bugha is one of those people that has to silence the haters.